Doing 60 seconds on, 60 seconds off. Trying to stick at an RPM. That minute was at 66, my lowest RPM. Playing there. Trying to, during my recovery, got my clock here, really get my breathing back so I can maintain. All about recovery. We're gonna look at my Whoop data after this. I'm in between my 5th and 6th interval. Only 1 minute rest, got 30 seconds left. Wanted to share this concept. Trying to build steadily on what RPM I can sustain and recover and sustain. So that if I do this here and it's hard, I can then do it in any workout and know I can hit 65 in the middle of power cleans and burpees. All right, I'm back. In between 6 and 7 now. One thing I wanted to share outside the breathing, and I'm trying to slow it down. Talking is not the best thing ever. But as you get more fatigued, as your quads start to burn more, got 20 seconds. You really should think about if you're pushing with your hand, pulling on something like the assault bike or anything else, defer to better technique.
So we're gonna pop up my Whoop data here, which is tracking my heart rate during the workout, intervals. One of the reasons high intensity interval training is so potent and powerful is it improves your ability to recover and then be ready for the next task at hand. So that's one of the reasons CrossFit works so well, is it varies constantly, as the definition goes, the stimulus and the time resting periods between doing a certain amount of work, resting a certain amount, doing more work. So the better you are at recovering your heart rate, which we can see up here, you can see it goes almost up to 160 at times during those, and these aren't bike sprints, right? So I wasn't going full out. If my like max heart rate I've hit in recent times, like 182. So going to like 160, if you can get comfortable playing with that, and I don't know if you have played with the heart rate zones there, there is a lot of value to get out of that. So if we're at 160 and it was a 1 minute on, 1 minute off work to rest ratio, and so from 160, you can see it's dropping between 20, 30, even 40 beats within that minute before I start again. So something to keep an eye on. And in terms of this breathing challenge, it's how well can you breathe in that time. Actually, those last few where I'm not dropping as much, I was talking into the video that you just saw me doing. So that probably threw off my recovery, which I'm okay with. It's an additional challenge. But play around with that. Play around with how your breathing is during those rest periods. It's something that is easy to forget. But if you're going to continue doing functional fitness, CrossFit workouts, high intensity interval training, any version of that, understanding how to manipulate work to rest intervals and what you're doing during that rest might be just as important, if not more important sometimes, than what is happening during the work period. So try it out. Hopefully this all is useful for you. And if you have questions about the next workout you're doing, feel free to grab one of the coaches in the gym or shoot me a message. Talk to you next time.